Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm quickly going to be going over my trade recaps from today. I'm going to make this quicker than other videos because I am actually in a rush right now. So let me quickly pull up my alerts today. I actually only had 2 alerts today, so this shouldn't be that long. So my first alert was today at, so I said something like this could definitely happen watching smaller time frame for short confirmation. So this is the 1 hour. Okay, I said this at 8:58 a.m. and if we go to the 1 hour, we can see exactly that. This happened so far. This is pretty good prediction, and I said we're gonna go like this, and then I said we'd go like this, and then I said we'd go like this. So I think we're gonna bounce soon. Okay, I think we're gonna bounce somewhere in this BPR range, which means basically this is a fair value gap, this is a bearish one, this is a bullish one, so they kind of line up. So I think we're gonna bounce somewhere in here. But we'll see. I nailed the move down. This is basically all you needed today because I entered short. So we're going to see how that plays out. 10:26 a.m. I said I was going to short here at 3656. And this was the 1 minute chart. So let's see what happened. Minutes, 1 minute chart. Let me just clear all this so it's not clustered up. So I said that at 10:26 a.m. I think it was right here, and my entry is going to be right there, and I canceled it because what happened was on the 5 minute it was another fair value gap. It was this, and I saw it wick into here, and then boom, it hit sell side there. It hit these equal lows. So I canceled it, which was obviously a mistake. I said I canceled it. And why did I cancel? Well, usually I cancel orders that they hit my target after hitting the fair value gap. If I don't get filled, then obviously I wasn't filled in this. And yeah, so obviously that was not a smart cancel, and it ended up going from 3656 to this low, which was 3625, which is literally 30 point move, which I missed out on. And then what ended up happening was I said shorting here for a 5 to 10 point scalp if we get it. And again, this was the same level, and I saw that we hit these lows, but I was like, why not? We need to short here. This was my initial plan. So I ended up getting filled that time, and I actually sold pretty early. I literally got filled at the top. I sold for like 10 points. It ended up going much more. So this it went 20 points down here, and you can see obviously it rejected here. This was the target down here. Ended up hitting that, so that was good. And again, the reason why I'm shorting is because on the 1 hour I thought we'd go down to this balanced price range, and this was way up here. So obviously we hadn't hit this yet. So my bias was still pretty bearish. And also, another reason why I like this short is because if we go to the 1 minute, first of all, it did match up with a 1 minute fair value gap, which is this, which was even better, and it was in premium, okay? So if I draw the fib, I'm going to take the optimal trade entries off. If I draw the fib, this was not a premium, but it still hit the target. This wasn't premium, so this was the better place to short. So that worked out, and then I showed that the target hit, and if you guys know my Discord, the targets at the next swing lows, next swing highs. This was my second alert. This was not so well, so I'm going to kind of show you why this failed. Basically, I was in a group chat, and at lunchtime, I alerted. I'll show you what I alerted at lunchtime. So at lunchtime, I alerted this, okay? So if you go to this fair value gap, and I said, I'm going to take this, or no, I said this would be a good short. I'm not taking it because it's during lunchtime, okay? And I have a rule not to trade during lunchtime. And lunchtime is actually started, right? It went from there to there. So this was lunchtime. And you can see we never really respected this as much as I thought. And the reason why I like this is because there was also a mitigation block here too. Reason why this is a mitigation is because actually this is more of a breaker, I guess, because technically we do kind of take liquidity above that high, so I guess this was a breaker block, but nonetheless obviously this fair value gap kind of didn't get respected as much as I wanted to. And remember, if you're shorting this fair value gap, your stop loss is a structure. So your stop loss will be above here. So technically didn't hit the stop loss. And where does price need to go after hitting this fair value gap? It needs to go to sell side. So I kept in mind that we still didn't hit sell side from this. And I ended up re-entering this right here. I got stopped at break even though on a wake up, unfortunately. But I knew that from this initial setup, we needed to hit sell side. The algorithm will always deliver. Remember that. So this was the setup where I was very confident we are going to hit sell side. And what did I do? I tried longing anyways, and that was my mistake. I still knew we had to hit sell side from kind of where the initial play was. And you can see that this is where I tried longing. This wasn't even respected at all. And again, this was during lunch. I never trade during lunch. I don't know why I tried, but we got stopped out. And this is actually more of a liquidity grab right here because then we reversed and then we reversed again. So unfortunately, I was stopped out there. It is what it is. I was initially short from, I think, right. I shorted right there after lunch, and then I ended up getting stopped at break even over here somewhere. And my target, I did have a limit here to cover, but we never hit it. We just went right for it, and it is what it is. My stop loss should have been up there, but again, I like to break even stops just in case. And there's gonna be more plays tomorrow, so I don't really care. Monday, sorry. And yeah, there's pros and cons of having a stop loss at break even and having a stop loss to where ICT says you should have a stop loss. And obviously, if you have a stop loss that's 10 points in drawdown, well, that 10 points is a lot of points to lose, especially if you're playing multiple contracts. So you kind of just want to be careful with that. Again, it's your preference if you want to use break-even stops or not. Obviously, in this situation, this didn't work. I don't even know why I tried longing here when I knew there's a target down here. But it is what it is. Obviously, I wouldn't do that again. I usually don't do that because I know that the algorithm, if there was such thing as an algorithm in this market, which I believe there is, then I knew we had to hit sell side. And I tried fading the algorithm again, so that did not work. Remember, if you're ever taking a play, just make sure we're not in a bigger model, because if we are likely and we haven't hit sell side or buy side, then your buy should be where sell side or buy side is for that bigger model. And in this kind of case, I failed to realize that. And I actually learned this right when I was in here, so I don't even know if anyone caught this. I know a few people caught this stuff because I posted this way before we actually hit it. So I think I don't think I even entered this because this wasn't really planned. I kind of just alerted this as it was in here, and I entered pretty quickly. So yeah, those were my 2 plays today. Not bad, not great. I was still green for the day, thankfully, from a bunch of other 1-minute scalps that were way too fast to alert. And you would have been green on the day if you took my first trade, because that was way more of a win than the other one. And another trade I just want to go over was this one yesterday, 1:45 p.m. This was a 3-minute. And I know a lot of people took this. This was a really good trade. So yesterday we were right here, okay? I said I was going to long in this fair value gap. When we were way up here, we ended up getting this fair value gap, and boom, we ended up hitting buy side. This was just kind of a trend continuation because we had our break of structure right here. Break of structure. This is more liquidity in my opinion. But we had our displacement, energetic displacement structure. We come back down to this displacement, and this was a very clean fair value gap as well. And the reason why I went long this high is because on the 1 hour, we still hadn't gotten to this 1 hour fair value gap, and I thought we'd hit this 1 hour fair value gap. So that's why I kind of longed there. So yeah, that's all I'm going to go over today. Let me know if you guys have any questions in my Discord, and other than that, peace out.